Please welcome a player who has been a revelation over the last 2 years here. A great recovery from 3-0 down yesterday proves what an unflappable force he is in Sheffield. His victory over Trump must surely rank as one of the all-time great quarter-final upsets. Always calm, always composed, he's the giant-killing machine, Jack Jones. And his opponent. What a return to form for this brilliant break builder. After a very frustrating season, he's finishing with a flourish in Sheffield. He stood tall against Ronnie in the quarters and will believe he can rise again for title number 2. Give it up for the pride of Essex, Stuart Ball Run Bingham.
Settle back, enjoy the action. 8 frames this afternoon, and let's say a very good afternoon to our commentary team.
Good afternoon. Well, Stuart Bingham was introduced as the pride of Essex. You could see the pride written all over his face, couldn't you, as he was waiting to be introduced, something that never gets old, walking out into the Crucible.
Frame 9. Jack Jones to break.
Made a great start, looked to be heading 4-0 up, missed that blue in the 4th frame. It turned the session, but we start again, 4 each, another close match here, another high-quality one. Jack Jones in dreamland, appearing in his first semi-final here at the Crucible. Didn't look likely for Bingham when he was 9-7 down to Stuart Carrington in his first qualifying match. He was 8-7 down to Louis Heathcote in his second, but of course he's beaten Ronnie O'Sullivan, and here he is resuming on day 2 of this 3-day drama that is the semi-final. We were wondering, I guess, this morning, would somebody pull away? They didn't. Gilbert and Wilson all square. Similar questions here. But so far, Joe, Jack Jones just not faltering at this championship.
It looks like he's made for this place, doesn't it? He loves the extended frames that's going on. And how he fought back from 3-0 down after Stuart Bingham missed that easy blue was amazing. Full credit to him. Didn't drop his head. Oh, and what a little flick that was. Had to go at the long red, missed it by quite a distance actually, but that little flick on the yellow has created all kinds of problems now for Stuart Bingham.
Yeah, they call Stuart Bingham ball run, don't they? But his opponent's had a bit there.
Yeah, safely done. I like what you said there about he's in dreamland. He's in dreamland, in the theatre of dreams. And I know what it's like. I've been there. Wasn't expected to win a match, never mind win it. So I understand everything he's going through.
Yeah, even just in his interviews, he sounds very calm, not getting ahead of himself, not getting overexcited.
Jimmy White alluded to his safety play, and he has been superb, and that's another one there. Terrific shot, that.
Yeah, on the safety stats for the first session, Jack Jones 86%, Bingham 74%. On the pot success, Bingham 92%, Jones 85%. But certainly the safety play from Jones has been superb, which it has to be. Bingham is a very heavy scorer when he gets going.
Yeah, some players a little bit afraid of being in this situation. I don't think Jack Jones is. He's really enjoying himself out there. Relishing every moment. Stuart Bingham's going to have to play well. Playing the two-cushion escape. And played it well. He'll be satisfied with that. Excellent safety.
Remember, it's only the second ranking event semi-final Jones has ever been in. The first was in Gibraltar 2 years ago in the quarters. He beat Stuart Bingham 4-0, their only previous meeting. Very different tournament, but even so, they played once and he won.
Yeah, of course it means something, that, because the very last time they played, and they've only played once, but you know, it's a good win for that man there. And this is over a lot more frames. I mean, there's no doubt who's the better break builder. Stuart Bingham has had 9 maximum breaks. Jack Jones, he's had a 1-4-3 in the Northern Ireland Open last year. So quite a difference in the scoring of the two players. But this is the only thing that counts. And he's pushed the red towards that corner. So the first chance goes to Bingham. Black doesn't go, not in the right corner anyway. Pink's difficult to get onto. So I'm going to go back down towards the blue and green.
One.
Well, I'm surprised he played that shot. He was trying to come round the back of the black and finish on the black into the left corner. Maximums in mind, I would think. But that's a wasted chance. He could have easily got to the blue, and if it's not on the blue, he's on the green. Come back down for the reds. He's in business. Now it's just a safety.
Stuart Bingham, 1.
Jack Jones has been compared to a few Welsh players of years gone by. He's actually the 7th Welshman to play in the semis here. Of course, they've had 3 world champions, Ray Reardon, Terry Griffiths and Mark Williams. Doug Mountjoy and Matthew Stevens have been in the final. Darren Morgan, the other semi-finalist. In fact, it was Darren Morgan who first spotted Jack Jones's talent when he was a boy. Just seems unflappable. We'll see maybe tomorrow night in the final session if he got a chance to win, if he can remain that way, but he was certainly the cooler of the two when he played Judd Trump.
Maybe a half chance here. This long red to the right corner. Oh, brilliant shot. Brilliant shot. Not the best kiss in the world, I've got to say. It would be a very risky shot to take the black on. Oh, what a great opening red there. I don't think there's anything for just laying the snooker. Easy enough to get out of it. But the pot is a very nervy one. He could play the green and screw off the black, try and get back down the table. Something like that. No, is he on anything? He is. He's on a difficult red to the right corner. Very attacking shot that, wasn't it? Screwing off the black to get back down the table. to get top side of the black to be able to get back to the reds. And he was aware of that, and that's an excellent shot. Gives him every chance now to keep this break going. Well, not satisfied with just dropping it in and playing the two easy reds.
12.
He's trying to open them reds up and win the frame at this visit. And that's not bad. Could have been easier, this red. And couldn't have held that any better. Perfectly played onto the blue. That was a tricky little shot, that red. And to finish perfect on the blue tells you he's feeling good.
18.
Yeah, there's a real determination about him, isn't there? At the start of this session. There was, of course, last night. Made breaks of 76 and 94 in the first two frames. Trying to play the match on his terms. Scoring is Bingham's game, we know that. He's had 583 career centuries. And of course he has the chance on Monday, if he's in the final, to become only the 7th player to win the World Championship more than once here at the Crucible. It would be a very exclusive list to join.
$26. $27.
Now maybe a little cannon into the reds there. He'd be very unfortunate not to be on anything, and didn't hit it hard enough to knock a red in. And the red was heading towards that left corner.
32.
But he played a nice gentle cannon to the reds, missing the pink on the left. And he knew exactly what was happening there. He's a great break builder, as David just mentioned. 9 maximums, but he knows which red to cannon and how hard to hit it. Great chance now.
Yeah, exactly how you want to start a session. Not least just showing Jack Jones how good he's feeling. Despite, obviously, last
38.
night failing to go 4-0, he could have got a big lead. That's all gone. The match has moved on. I think the thing with Bingham is he doesn't see
39.
snooker purely as a job of work. It's in his blood. You know, you speak to him. I spoke to him right at the start of the season about winning the title in 2015, and he was welling up just talking about it. You know, we were having a cup of tea. It means so much to him to have won it. It means so much for him to be back here after a difficult season with a chance to win it again.
46. $47.
He's not afraid of leaving that cue ball well away from the black to be able to manoeuvre it on the next shot.
$54. $55.
I just don't know where he's found this form. He hasn't been playing well for a couple of years. But he's playing like he did when he won the championship. Just this red needed for a quick opening frame for Bingham.
63.
Hasn't made any centuries in this semi-final yet.
70.
But I'm sure it'll come. Could be this frame. No, maybe he'll play a cannon to the red, to the left of the black. Push it towards the pocket. Not quite thick enough. Doesn't really matter now, but
78.
he'd like a century. Always good to see them going in along the cushion. You get the feel of how to pot them. Going to get another. Oh, wait a minute.
Well, it's a shame. He was just gearing up for the red along the cushion, missed the black, but it's a great start. 79 from Bingham. He's annoyed not to make the century, but he's back in front at 5-4.
It's frame 10. Stuart Bingham to break.
So a swift start for Stuart Bingham, a 79 break. That's his fourth break of 75 plus in this match. Jack Jones's highest 72, that was in the last frame last night.
Yeah, so important to get the pace of that shot, because if you hit it just a little bit too hard, you leave it onto the corner, and it's very difficult to leave that red halfway down the cushion like that. Makes it look easy, but believe me, it's not easy. Another good safety. It was a safety shot that cost him the last frame, actually. He played a very good safety, and Bingham knocked in a terrific long red. Screwed the green in, off the black, back down for the reds, and 79 break. Looking at a three-ball plant now. But got to dodge them two reds on the right side cushion, so probably play this with a lot of left-hand side on the cue ball. Just like that. He's a very good safety player, and I'd expect him to try and get that cue ball over to the right side of the table here. Put Stuart in a little bit of bother. By playing it down the left side, he's left an easy safety shot now for Bingham. Now let's see if he plays it down the right-hand side. That creates problems. Tried to get it past the brown, which would have been a good safety down the right side of the table. What a picture. Full house again here at the Crucible.
Yeah, and even for those who haven't got a ticket, just outside in Tudor Square, there's a big screen where there's lots of people following the action. In fact, Steve Davis yesterday, he did a DJ set out there. Unannounced, but there were plenty of people who came to have a look once they found out.
Yeah, I could have done with missing the green. That's a big target now, the yellow, green and brown. And has the angle of these reds down the right side of the table to try and get that cue ball. Somewhere round about there would be trouble. Just got to catch this ever so thin and the right pace. Not that thin. Just a little bit thicker than that. Good pace. Or you could say not enough left-hand side on the cue ball. So Bingham, same shot. Trying to get in behind those balls there. And this is a better effort. Oh, not the best of kisses, but it's awkward cueing. I do believe he caught the wrong red there. And he's left a red to the left corner. He's left one to the right corner, but I don't think that's much good to him. This one to the left corner. Gets him back down to the blue, possibly. Oh, he's hit it a lot too hard. And he'd like to pop one of these colours because the snooker, I don't think it'd be much good to him. He'll be able to land up to that red near the black. It's a tough shot though, the brown. Could cost him the frame if he misses it. Could win him the frame though, if he gets it. No, sir.
Stuart Bingham what?
Didn't really commit to the shot. Now, can Jack see enough of this red to drop down onto the black?
Yeah, I don't think he's on the red as we look at the replay.
A little fortunate then. Stuart Bingham could have finished on that red. If it had hit the brown just a little bit thinner, the white would have travelled a little bit further and he'd have been on that red below the pink. Very good attempt to try and get in behind the brown. And these are not the kind of shots that you want. These shots to the right corner. He doesn't have to take it on. There's nothing that says he has to take it on. He could just lay off that red, leave the cue ball on the black cushion. Yeah, that's not a good shot, though. He's got the double kiss, and I think he may have got away with it, but it always looked as though he was hitting that a little full. Well, is he on a red? It could be.
I think he's looking at trying to make the plant. Quite a way apart, aren't they, those two reds?
Well, if you can screw past the pink and the red that are close together, take the cue ball down to the baulk area, it's got to be worth playing, as long as he can play it with a bit of safety. Well, he didn't screw past the pink. And now, a chance for Stuart Bingham. Had to miss the red and pink.
Yeah, still hasn't potted a ball in this session, Jack Jones.
One.
Well short of being the right side of the blue. May have to just drop it in and play that red closest to the right corner. If he tries to come back down the table, he could get the cover. Well, again, he could try and play for the black here, but I'd recommend going down for the blue and pink. It's more or less guaranteed that if he pots the red.
Seven.
And that looks good, the right side of the pink. Again, just lost the cue ball. Wanted to be straight on this red, and that's a poor positional shot, you've got to say. Okay, he can pot the red, and he can maybe get back to the blue, but it's how he's feeling for being so far out of position there. There's the red that he wanted to play on. And he's a little bit too far for it. Good recovery.
13.
What a fine shot that was in more ways than one. But he's not out of the woods yet. This green is missable. He missed a difficult brown, didn't he, this frame? Good pot. Again, he's overrun things though.
17.
He's on the red to the middle, but feels sure he played for the red to the left corner. Starting to open up now down this end of the table. And that's a better speed. That gets him to the black or blue.
21. 22.
Yeah, so the black got on the pink spot, and as you say, it's turning into a good chance. He had to really chase the break, didn't he, early on there, having lost ideal position. Of course, both players have learnt the game in real hotbeds. Jack Jones in Wales, Bingham in Essex.
29.
Practiced a lot with the likes of O'Sullivan and a lot of other top recognisable names from that part of the world.
30.
Yeah, he's worked them very well, hasn't he, Stuart Bingham, in this break. It was a difficult break. He's had to go up and down the table, playing on baulk colours. Wrong side of the blue. Too hard on the pink. He's really had to work at this break, and now Jack Jones knows
36.
he's done all the hard work and he could be 2 behind here. This is now down to Bingham.
37.
Yeah, Jack Jones took on that. It was a tricky plant. The reds were away, but as you say, he didn't get the white out of the danger area. That was the problem, more than just missing the pot.
This is where you just got to take a little bit more care. And he seems to be doing that in this whole tournament. He used to miss a lot of easy balls in the last couple of years and let his opponent in, but doesn't seem to have done that in this championship this year. So whatever he's done away from the table, it's improved his concentration. Because that's where games are won and lost, on easy shots. Beautiful little cannon there. Appreciated by this crowd. That was a lovely little shot, that. .58. So just needs this red, and Jack can only tie.
57.
There's the cannon again. Couldn't have played it any better. Just the right amount of stun.
Yeah, I think when you watch up close, as obviously the crowd here are, because they're very close to the action, you really do appreciate the immense skill involved in this game. So Bingham needs the pink. And he'll be 2 frames clear. It's been an excellent break. He had to really keep it going at the start.
64.
And so far, it's a very
65.
similar pattern to last night. Bingham dominating the first 2 frames. Of course, he won the first 3, could have won all 4 before the interval.
Yeah, missing that easy blue will have affected Bingham. There's no doubt about that. This is the plant that Jack attempted, but it was catching the red and pink that allowed Bingham in with this break.
Well, he was annoyed, wasn't he, not to make the century last time, so we'll be going all out to do so here. He's made 4 at the Crucible this year.
79.
Really getting on with the break as well. It's amazing, really, how it's turned around for him. You know, we've barely seen him all season. He's been missing from tournaments because he's been losing early in them. He always enters every event, but he's been bowing out early. Hadn't won a match this year
87.
before the qualifiers in 2024. Was experimenting with glasses. He's worried about his eyesight. Didn't quite work out. But it's all come together here at the Crucible. To be honest, if this place doesn't inspire you, you might as well do something else.
Yeah, nobody knew for certain, did they?
98.
Well, just drop it in, Stuart. Yeah, just drop it in. No need to play for the blue, just get another century on your card.
He's made 51 over the years here at the Crucible. Got all the long stuff out for number 52. So Stuart Bingham has made his move this afternoon. 2 excellent frames from him and a century in the second of them. Jack Jones hasn't really seen anything easy though, has he? He's been kept out largely. Losing the knuckle of the pocket. So 107 from Stuart Bingham. Terrific start to session 2 of this semi-final from the 2015 world champion. He leads Jack Jones 6-4.
Thank you. The 11th frame, Jack Jones to break.
So Jack Jones gets frame 3 underway this afternoon, looking to get in and get involved himself. He's seen his opponent, Stuart Bingham, looking really good so far.
Well, chance at this long red, and I think he can get to the black. Good shot. Didn't pot it cleanly, and that's why he's some distance away from the black than what he wanted. Had it gone in off the other angle, the cue ball would have been closer to the black. The shot would have been easier. Good pot. Had to just concentrate on the black. He couldn't afford to play, or try to play good position.
8.
It was a tough black. So, a chance at this red to the middle, but it's, again, a very tough one. Well played again.
9.
Well, Jack Jones, as we know, as we've seen, is nothing if not determined, and he's just observed the first 2 frames from his seat, but now this is his first good chance today.
He'd have liked a little bit more angle on this yellow and gone into the reds, because he can play for this last loose red. But then he's going to need to get those reds open the very next shot. Oh, he's missed them. Very attacking shot though, and realised that he had to do something quick.
11.
He could have played for the red, left an angle on the black or blue to go into them. It wasn't the ideal angle on the yellow. Just got a little bit too much screw into the cue ball. Oh, too high.
Jack Jones 11.
Yeah, I mean, that wasn't easy, and he's not had a lot of table time, has he, this afternoon? Yeah, he was just a bit concerned about where that red would finish, but he covered it with the brown. Yeah, now Jack has got the problem.
Well, not playing off the reds because he could have left that long red on, so just rolling up into the reds, but he'll probably have the same problem next time round.
Foul and a miss.
Oh, wait for it though,
Stuart Bingham 4.
as he left the red onto the middle with the pink available. If not, then it will be going back.
Yeah.
Marcel Eckardt from Germany taking charge here.
Was this check? Yeah. Stuart, thanks.
It was close, wasn't it? Now, can you see enough of the pink to pot it? You'll be nicely on the next red if you can. No, just the safety then.
Big ball. Stuart Bingham 1.
Yeah, always a danger that you push a red out. And that's what he's done. Pushed a red out, shot to nothing. And these are the ones that can win games. Just got to try and avoid the red just below it. Well, that was a long way off for him. And he's been a little fortunate there. He could have left this red on very easily, but it's covered the other red. He got the cover with the blue, so a little bit of good running there for Stuart Bingham.
Yeah, he got away with a couple today, actually. One in the last frame as well.
I'm looking right down the line of the shot here for this red to the left corner. And it's very tight. Not sure if he can play the pot. But if he can, it's another chance for Bingham. Now, has he got lucky again with the blue? Normally, in this tournament so far. He's been very good with the long pots. Stuart Bingham. Oh, lovely shot. Lovely shot. Just a little short of pace. Another 2 or 3 inches and he could have worked the cue ball very well off the black. What a delightful cut to the middle. He's on the black. But he may need the long stuff. Surely you can't see it from there. Did well though. Did well, very well. Nicely on this red.
8.
Yeah, and he's getting lots of support, and that's the other thing. You know, so much of the snooker he's played this year has been in very anonymous surroundings, qualifiers where, you know, sometimes there's nobody at all watching. So
9.
to be out here showing everyone how good he is must be such a boost in confidence. Never mind the fact it's the World Championship, just the opportunity to come here and play the game you love in front of all these people, and indeed everyone watching around the globe.
Well, he tried to play a shot there that wasn't on, really.
16.
He didn't have the angle to stun back for the red into the right corner. And that's end of break. Unless it, oh, we can see this long red. Now, where's it going to finish?
Jack Jones.
Where is it going to finish?
16.
I think he's okay.
Well, Bingham has got away with a couple. He's had a good look down the line. So Jones has had a couple of scoring visits. They haven't come to much though in this frame.
Always the case, isn't it? But he hasn't left anything on. It's amazing how many times you can find that corner pocket playing the safety. So, a half chance, this. Be dangerous to play for the black. He'd leave the other red on next to it if he missed. ball he's playing. Great pot. Nicely done. He's in again. Just a little heavy for comfort on the blue.
It made a great noise, that, didn't it? It really thumped the back of the pocket.
Six.
Jack Jones has made 2 centuries in the tournament, but he's also won a lot of close frames. 5 on the black against Si Jiahui. Of course, that 4th frame last night went down to the final ball as well.
Seven.
Well, he could go into them here, but still got a couple of reds he could play for. Again, this is all about choice. Doesn't have to go into them. But if he does, I'd be very surprised if he didn't finish on one. He didn't catch them full enough. Now, can he see that red to the left corner? I think he can, just about.
Thirteen.
He tried to open the reds there.
Jones 13.
Very
Stuart
attacking
Bingham,
shot to
4.
play, but he had at least one easy red that he could have played for. Dropped onto the black. Very positive shot. But was it the right one? It was if he hit them.
Well, he's been in 3 times now, Jack Jones, but still only 27 in front. 3 scoring visits, that is.
No, he'll have to play this with a lot of topspin or screw on the ball. And that certainly hasn't worked out for Stuart Bingham.
One.
He's overscrewed that by a distance, but he should be okay. The green will bring him down for those 4 reds to the left corner. Plenty of adrenaline in that shot.
Yeah, I mean, he's got a bit of security, hasn't he, with the 2 reds on cushions.
4.
So if he can just do enough here, get on the scoreboard this afternoon, he might just settle down a bit. He doesn't seem the sort of character to get carried away with anything, really. He's very grounded. I think, again, a lot of that is the family background. He's got 9 siblings, very close family. His mother, apparently, a bit like Ken Doherty's late mother, just too nervous to watch him live. can't actually sort of put herself through it.
$11.
Really short on the blue.
And what a difference that can make. What a difference it could make. Yes, he's got a couple of safe reds
16.
as insurance, but they could soon come off the cushion if he misses this red. There's pressure out there.
Jack Jones, 16.
Missed that by a long way, actually. Didn't catch the angles of the pocket. Chance for Bingham.
Yeah, it was a bit of a nervy visit, wasn't it? And not getting right on the blue. He's always going to leave himself a pressure red.
Well, these are the games that can change matches. 6-5 or 7-4. A little heavy. And now the hard work starts. You could play the blue. Try and drop in behind or move the red. Now look at that for a shot. I did say they're not forced to be there very long. And there's one of them out. Could have been both there. He couldn't have played that much better, could he? Just slightly harder brings the other one off the cushion. $37 points behind, so an important red this.
7.
Well, not quite hard enough on the pink to drop on that red, so he could play the double here. Bring the black into play as well. Now, will he play the double and bring the black into play? He could just play the double, finish on the pink. He needs a kiss, and he got one. Otherwise, that red would have been going over the pocket. Another little bit of luck there.
As it stands, Jack Jones 30 in front, so a red and blue, pink or black, he wouldn't need the last red in order to leave Bingham needing a snooker.
Well, that red suits Jack Jones where it's gone on the right side cushion. So I won't want to be touching that. Had it missed the blue, it would have been a little bit safer, but he just caught it a bit too thick. And he's pushed it on. It's in Stuart's hands now. He needs another bit of luck. But this time, he didn't get it.
Yeah, and as I say, red and blue and above, Bingham would need a snooker.
One.
Well, just what he didn't want.
Well, I guess with the red safe, he could take the pink on.
I think he's got to do either pink or blue. He could play the snooker, but then Bingham could still win if he hit the snooker.
Yeah, he's looking now at the scoreboard.
I think he knew what he needed.
Well, if he pots it, he's 37 in front with 35 on. Well, he has potted it, albeit not as intended. He actually missed it by some distance. He's gone in off the black.
7.
Well, I wonder what Stuart Bingham's thinking. He should be thinking, well, he could have got the pink anyway, and I needed a snooker. And it's only one snooker.
Jack Jones, 7.
Black is in a pretty good spot. So is the green. Yellow and brown, pretty good. Well, just depends if he needs to come off the cushion or he can just about hit it, because it wouldn't be easy to hit.
Judd Trump won a frame against Jones, having needed a snooker in the previous round.
Yeah, just a touch harder, eh?
Yes, and now he's in one himself.
Yeah, big swerve shot if he plays it. The pink looks to be in the way of coming off the right side cushion.
Foul.
Oh dear, well, he's
Jack
left the
Jones,
red on,
6.
so he's going to concede. Yeah, he's conceded.
Frank conceded.
It was a half-hour frame. It took some winning. Jack Jones had several chances, but the main thing is he has got it on the scoreboard, so he reduces the gap to just 1.
Thank you, settle down, please. D12 frame. Stuart Bingham to break.
So Stuart Bingham battled in that last frame, but it was Jack Jones that won it. 6-5 it is to Bingham. This the last before the latest interval.
Yeah, and he's brought that red down the table. Very good cue ball. Tight to the cushion. I'm not sure if he can pot this red to the middle. It may be a little bit too thin. He couldn't pot it to the middle, but what a shot to the corner. Superb shot. And those are the kind of shots that you've got to get to be world champion. Not just get them, but going for them. Could only leave the red he was playing on. So the value was his. Oh, but he's missed. Oh, wait a minute. I thought he'd fluke the pink again.
Jones, 1.
He got very close. I mean, that happens so much in snooker. You miss it so close to the middle pocket. It catches that knuckle, and sometimes it goes in that corner. I'm sure all professionals and amateur snooker players have done that.
1.
Yeah, well, after the fluke in the last frame, that would have been quite something. Anyway, he's given Bingham a chance to get going immediately. Bingham already this afternoon has made breaks of 79 and 107.
Yeah, and the thing that Bingham's normally good at is when he gets a chance, he makes the most of it. He gets into the pack as soon as possible. Jack Jones had 4 chances in the last frame and didn't really get them open. And there's another example. Could have dropped the red in, finished on the black, but now he's got a frame-winning chance all of a sudden. Okay, it's not a gimme, this black, but you'd fancy him to pot it. That little extension that they use makes so much difference, you know. It's too high. What a chance. What a chance he had there. And he'll be kicking himself, a black off the spot.
Yeah, I mean, even with the extension, he was still stretching. Yeah, it was a serious chance. Now, can Jack Jones finally today start scoring?
Awkward cueing this, isn't it? It's awkward cueing over the reds. And he's going to have to play it at pace to be on the blue or the pink. Just makes it that little bit more difficult when you've got to play it at pace. Good shot.
1.
Would help if you could see the pink here. Very difficult to get onto the next red from the blue. Not impossible. Difficult. Well, that was a little fortunate being able to see the pink, and that's a little fortunate catching a middle pocket bump. Things are going Jack Jones's way. That pink in the last frame that he fluked, and he's seeing these little nudges, Stuart Bingham, but he wouldn't have had those nudges had Bingham got the black.
It's just been noted, hasn't it, by Boron himself.
8.
Yeah, so look at this pink again, and that little nudge on the middle pocket bump. He's the wrong side of the blue again. But Bingham, you cannot afford to miss blacks off the spot,
13.
even if you're stretching. That's an excellent pot, and look at the reds now. Wow, what a chance for Jack Jones.
Yeah, that one shot has transformed his fortunes, so big opportunity to at last make a sizable break today. Another session where Bingham was threatening to take control.
19.
This was the black, and as Joe says, if he doesn't miss that, then his opponent can't have the fortune. Nothing lucky about the shot he played to get the reds open, though.
25.
No, it was a very attacking shot, wasn't it? Wrong side of the blue again, though. But shouldn't have any trouble knocking this one in.
26.
Didn't have to do anything with the cue ball. When you have to do something with the cue ball, screwing back for the blue, for example, that's when you could miss them. But these little stun shots, they should be unmissable. It's only concentration. A lapse in concentration,
32.
and you can miss anything.
33.
Yeah, and that's why it's also important for Bingham to concentrate in the chair in case the chance does come. But at the moment, it's looking like tomorrow could be quite a day. Both matches are looking like they're going to be close.
40. $46.
Just looking at the scoreboard, 38 points the lead.
47.
Another red and a pink. And he should be safe in this frame. And they'll split the session 2 each. Which makes it more exciting for this big crowd and millions watching.
54.
Yes, Jack Jones's resolve is inexhaustible, it seems. Every time he's put under pressure, he seems to find a response. He did struggle to win the last frame, but has looked more assured in this one. He's made his first half-century of the session. Bingham still reflecting on a little bit of luck maybe in the background, but also ruining his own missed chance because he was nicely in.
Yeah, and that's the main point, you know, David, that he'll be thinking about that. I've missed the black. I shouldn't have missed the black, and he wouldn't have been able to make this break or have any kind of luck. So it was down to Bingham. He was in. He had a chance.
Yeah, it's a bit like the first session, isn't it? You know, Bingham started well, was looking okay, he's the big favourite, he's going to dominate, and then Jack Jones pegged him back. He's done enough. Here, Stuart Bingham and Jack Jones departing as they entered the arena here this afternoon. They cannot be separated. Both semi-finals of this World Championship too close to call at the moment. Bingham and Jones level at 6 each. Set up nicely, 6 each, with 4 more frames to play. Stuart Bingham's made the running in the session. Jack Jones has pegged him back. He made that 67 in the pre-interval frame.
Jack Jones to break.
A hush descends once more in this beautiful theatre. Both players now hoping to eke out some sort of overnight advantage coming back for the third session in the morning.
Yeah, you can see enough of this red. You know, you can call them really good chances because the players are not missing many of those shots. Played it with stun run through instead of just dropping it in, bouncing off the cushion.
Yeah, there's the pot success for this session. Bingham in front. Don't think that's a great surprise. He has made 2 frame-winning breaks, 79 and 107, but you couldn't quite get away from Jones. There's the long potting, which does favour his opponent. Not much in the safety. Now, I've got a red in bolt 1 near the middle pocket, so it's a little stalemate.
It's touching ball, just as red.
Well, you would think that both players would look for a re-rack as quickly as possible because neither player likes to play this type of game. Rolling into the reds, rolling out. But you've got to give your opponent the nod. Sounds.
So far, never mind a nod, they've not even looked at each other.
Well, that's where you've got to play it. And both players know that that's where to put the cue ball. Now, if the balls were open now, that would have been a very good safety shot. As it is, you can just roll up into them. Gradually, the wheel spread. The red by the middle pocket also causing big problems for the players going down the table. And as I said, gradually they're beginning to open up, these reds. And Stuart Bingham could open them some more here. Always got to be aware of, if you play off the pack of reds at pace, you could push one over the middle pocket or over a corner. So, got to be very careful. This looks good. Can still roll up to the reds.
No problem.
So 5 minutes to play in this frame, nothing down.
Oh, that's so pacey. He tried to drop in behind the black for some reason, instead of getting tight to the cushion. And now, Jack Jones with a chance to get that cue ball tight to the cushion. He was in charge of the safety there, Stuart Bingham. And now he's given it away. In fact, maybe a pot on to the green pocket.
Yeah, chance to break the deadlock here.
Oh, great shot and bang on the black. It was a poor shot from Bingham. He was in charge of the safety. And then all of a sudden with the spider, which was awkward cueing, I've got to say, but his touch was well out.
Well, Jack Jones in the first frame he won today struggled to put anything together, but in the second one he made a good 67. Seemed to grow in confidence as the frame went on. It's worth saying, isn't it? I mean, he's never played a match of this length before, you know, with 4 sessions, 3 days.
8.
It is all new to him.
Played the run through off 2 cushions to get closer to the black. And Jack Jones has never been in front in this match. He's always been chasing. But this is a great chance to take the lead for the first time. He's just had a good look at those 2 reds. And it looks like they both go, but there's other options as well to the middle. And that's what he's played for, I think. He hasn't got good position on those two reds, so it's got to be the one to the middle.
$17. $22. $23.
Yeah, he had a good chance in the last frame, Bingham, when he missed the black off the
28.
spot. Okay, it wasn't easy, but still you would have expected Stuart to pot it. And that was a good chance to go 2 up, and this man, Jack Jones, just
29.
dug in, didn't he? And that's what he's doing. He's digging in, and he's not letting anything affect his mind. Everything's a bonus in this match. Looks like they both go.
I think that's the thing, that he just looks cool, and Bingham will have noticed that. Even just standing backstage before they came back out, Stuart was sort of chatting to the referee, just sort of killing time, really. Jack Jones
34.
was just standing, minding his own business, just waiting for the restart, not getting involved. We saw that in the corridor beforehand. There's no chat, all business.
35.
Yeah, can't afford to miss though. There's nothing safe except the green. Underhit that by a big distance.
42.
Yes, it's potable, but he wanted to be straight on this red. And there's no guarantee of position now. Oh, it's just dropped in. Wow. How close was that? But it's gone in, back in prime position. I think he was a little fortunate to be on that red because he played for the other one. Straight to the corner.
48.
Well, it practically looks unmissable. Just got to be careful not to screw the cue ball into the middle pocket. But the other shot, the red below it,
49.
and if he keeps playing like this, Jack Jones, he will put immense pressure on Bingham. And then it's whether Bingham can handle the pressure, because this kid isn't feeling any.
54.
Yeah, one last 16 all season before this World Championship. Amazing, really, how he's found this here this year. But that's true of all 4 players, isn't it, in the semis? They've all had a bad year until Sheffield.
Yeah, it's amazing what this place does to you. You know, the inspiration that you can find, where it can bring the absolute best out of you, or it can bring the worst out, as we saw with Judd Trump.
Yeah, and I think it's because it's just unlike any other tournament, isn't it? The length of matches, the fact you can play over 3 days.
59.
It's just a completely different animal. Jack Jones still going here, 59 in front, needing a couple more reds with colours to take the lead for the first time in this semi-final. This frame took a long time to get going. Just a little short on this red.
Yeah, very similar to a few shots ago. This is the red that he played for, but not hard enough. Just needs the red though. Doesn't need to do anything with the cue ball. Make sure of the red. Forget about position.
Yeah, this is to leave Bingham needing snookers at the moment. He could tie with blacks. It wriggles in. It wriggles in, and Jack Jones looks like he's going to be in front. As I say, the frame took a long time to get going. Stuart Bingham, he was just trying a little shot with the spider, wasn't he, and just overhit it. And Jack Jones potted a superb red to the green pocket and has carried on. He's missed that, so 3 snookers required. Otherwise, he's 7-6 up.
One.
Well, needless to say, he needs this in. Otherwise, it is frame over for sure. Yeah, and it's not in. So the match has just turned. He's considering whether to concede, and he has done. Too far back with just 51 left on. So Jack Jones made a steely 68, and for the first time he's leading at 7-6.
Thank you, the 14th frame. Stuart Bingham to break.
So Jack Jones has started to grow in confidence this afternoon, and he's hit the front at 7-6. 3 more frames to be played. Remember, only 2 qualifiers have won the World Championship at the Crucible. Terry Griffiths in 1979, Sean Murphy in 2005. Both of these 2 players this year are qualifiers, as is David Gilbert. But Bingham, of course, a former champion. If Jack Jones were to win it, that would be probably the greatest ever upset in this tournament.
Well, a kiss on the brown. But these long pots haven't been going in for Bingham. He's only had 6 out of 14 in this session. Well, he was looking for the gap more than the pot there, and that's left a chance for Jack Jones, getting plenty of support here. And I think, you know, if anybody could take control, I think it's Jack Jones. He wasn't afraid of taking control against Trump.
1.
Oh, yeah, I don't think he's come far enough, you know.
6.
I think he was playing for the red to the right of the black, and he's not on anything. What a let-off that was for Bingham. What have I done now, he's thinking. Well, it's end of break. So just got to think about the safety now. Concentrate on the safety. Try and get that cue ball down in behind the yellow, brown. I chose to go behind the green, but it was a bit risky playing it that way, but it's okay. He'll be well pleased not sitting out another big break there, which it could have been. His safety deserting him as well. That's where Bingham was trying to get. He's being outplayed at the moment, Stuart Bingham. He needs an easy chance. That's better. A little shorter pace, but better. Caught it too thick, and again could have pushed something close to the pocket but didn't. Yeah, got to be careful here. Could push a red towards that left corner. These are worrying moments for Stuart Bingham because nothing is going the way that he's playing it at the moment. And again, he tried to get in behind the brown there, caught it much too thick. Not enough left-hand side on the cue ball. shorter pace. He had the right line, didn't he, to get in right behind the green.
Yes, I mean, he's only a frame behind, but this is maybe the most concerning part of the match so far for Bingham. His form his general game has dropped off as the session's gone on. He's battling to get it back again.
I think it's since he missed that black. I mean, he went back to his chair, and you could tell that visibly it had affected him. And then he was starting to look at the running that Jack was getting and reacting to the running. And you just cannot afford to be thinking like that.
Yeah, it's one of the hardest parts of being a snooker player, sitting in that chair, allowing the thoughts to fester. And of course, when your opponent's making breaks, there's more time for that to happen. For the tournament, Jack Jones' safety success is rated at 83%. That's very good considering all the frames he's played.
Yeah, Jack Jones happy to keep playing the safety. And a little bit of good fortune there, covering that red nearest the pocket. Could so easily have left that red on.
Well, at the moment, the colours are not in great positions. The pink's out in the open. The black is covered. The other balls are pretty safe. So it's going to take a bit of working out this frame. There's the time since the last pot. Nearly 8 minutes.
Well, that could have turned out a lot worse for Stuart. But he's got an easy safety shot to play.
He actually knocked yellow and green safer there. The brown came out a little bit though. It's the beauty of the game though, isn't it? Every frame presents a different challenge. Sometimes you get in straight away, make a frame winning break. That's a test of skill, break building skill. Frames like this more a test of tactical skill and patience and discipline as well. And of course composure, which is maybe the most important component. They can all play, these guys, obviously. Top professionals, but it's being able to think clearly in the heat of battle, which is what this has become, a battle.
Yeah, you've got to win these little battles to be able to win the war. And at the moment, Jack Jones...
You think that's the same? You think that's the same again?
Okay, well, they've decided to re-rack. They didn't like where the frame was going, all the colours safe. Endless safety. Not quite endless, but a good 10 minutes of it. So the offer was made, the offer was accepted, and the frame is going to start again. A little round of applause for a re-rack. They do love their snooker here at the Crucible, don't they? Maybe they weren't loving that so much, but it was quite intriguing. But maybe didn't favour Bingham, certainly, as a sort of established scorer, because even if it had got in there, it would have been very difficult to put something substantial together. And Jack Jones was in no mood to let him in.
Yeah, I think that situation favoured Jack, actually. You know, because Stuart was feeling a little bit frustrated. And as you said, even if it had got in, there was only the pink to play for. So I think if I'd have been Jack, you know, I'd have kept the frustration going for Stuart Bingham. He was quite happy to be playing the safety, and he was playing it good. But it's another frame now.
So, frame 14 has been re-racked. We go again. 7-6 it is to Jack Jones. He's in front for the first time in this semi-final. Wasn't actually that long. It was only 12 minutes. There was a re-rack here in the final in 1981 on the blue in one frame. Blue, pink and black left.
Well, that's worked out okay, I think. Well, maybe not. Jack can see this red to play the safety. Yeah, he struck that one well. He's got the snooker. I don't think he's going to be leaving anything. Can just roll into the pack off the cushion. And it leaves an easy safety for Stuart Bingham. Who knows? Might even get 4 points, but not this time. But it's an easy enough safety. Try and get him behind the yellow. Now, Jack's been knocking these in, hasn't he? Again, he can only leave the red he's playing on. Good odds. Ooh, that was close. Now, has he got away with it? Has he got away with it? I think he has.
Yeah, you could tell the look on Stuart's face that he wasn't on it. And he sort of needs a couple of things to go for him right now, just to start to turn the session back in his favour.
Yeah, the things that are going wrong for Jack Jones, missing the last pot, catching that knuckle, are not costing him anything. On another day, he leaves the red on, loses the frame. Now that's a great shot. Now, what can he do? He's got a good angle on the green to go into the reds. That is a wonderful shot. That will give him a bit of confidence, I'm sure. Needs a bit of luck. Well, is there a red to the middle? Could play the cannon to the pink, to be on the pink. Or the blue. But it's a tough shot. Could have been easier. Well, actually, I thought he'd missed that on the near angle, but the red seemed to hold its line and just crept in.
Yeah, so he has got in. Remember, he started the session with 2 frame-winning breaks, 79, 107. In these long matches, there will be spells where things are a struggle, but hopefully there'll be spells where you start to produce the goods again.
12.
Excellent positional shot. So, decisions whether to try and open more reds up. If he misses the pink, catches the reds, or he could play for that loose one. Well, he's nicely on the red that he played for, I think.
Well, he held his hand up, so I don't think he did play on this.
Well, he couldn't have finished on it any better, could he? Wait for it.
Oh, but
Stuart Bingham, 17.
there's
Jack Jones.
the snooker gods for you, having their fun.
Yeah, he caught the red and went in off. Could have been worse, Stuart. Could have left a red on.
It was noticeable, though, he was very determined to try and put something together there. All the safety has not favoured him. Obviously, this frame was re-racked initially. That's a good safety from Jack Jones. This is why he is bossing that side of it. So Bingham was determined to try and get in and keep it going.
Yeah, I think he tried to go into the pack of reds, didn't he? And then missed them and finished lovely on that red. Just got to land up to these. And that will do. Jack trying to get a 2-frame lead, which could lead to anything then, couldn't it? 10-6 is on the cards. That's why this is such a big frame for both players.
Yes, and he's starving Bingham of good chances.
How are these reds going to split? If he plays the safety off them, is one of them going to go over that left corner? These are the things that he's looking at. That was close. Where's it going to finish, though? Right over the middle, so another chance for Stuart Bingham. They can go anywhere, can't they?
And this time the Bingham supporters making their voices heard.
1.
When you attack a red like that, okay, you got very close to the pot, but you have no idea where it's going to go once you miss it. And on this occasion, right over the middle. And this is big moments for Stuart Bingham.
6.
He needs to win this frame.
Yes, another slight shift in the momentum of this match. He's on the way if he can win it.
7.
It's worth saying again, in the qualifying, his first match, he was 9-7 down to Stuart Carrington, so he had to find something there. He actually won the last 3 frames all comfortably. He found his scoring boots when he had to, but for that, he'd be sat at home now pretending this tournament wasn't happening. Television permanently turned off. I don't think it can be overstated just how much he loves playing the game. Jimmy White's quite right. If he wasn't here, he'd find a pro-am, he'd find some sort of snooker to play in. When he wasn't in those tournaments this year because he hadn't qualified, he actually went off and played pool in China just to get some sort of competitive action. But this is his first love.
$20. 21.
Well, Jack went for that long red, and that's when you start questioning yourself. If I hadn't have gone for that long red, if I'd have played the safety, I was in charge of the safety, he wouldn't be getting these reds, this break.
27.
But you mustn't do that. Yeah, I don't know what he was thinking about there. It was just a simple screw for the pink, and he gave it a lot of thought, and he's kind of out of position now. And there's nothing safe if he should miss. That's a good recovery shot. Very good pressure ball shot that from Stuart Bingham.
34.
Yes, he's 10 out of 10 actually with the rest in this match. But that was a very important one to keep this break going. Oh, and that red just struggles in. Good grief, I thought he'd missed that. He's saying, what's the problem? Never in doubt. Yeah, right.
And this is what I'm saying about Stuart Bingham. He's prone to miss the easy ball. Wow. Again, very, very fortunate that that dropped.
Well, this is where concentration's so important, isn't it? Because it obviously gave the pink everything with the rest and maybe just slightly took the red for granted.
41.
Another red and a pink should do it. Well,
42.
blue would be okay now that the reds are gone over the pocket.
I wonder if Jack Jones feels he shouldn't have accepted that re-rack.
Well, to be honest, I don't think he should, and I said it at the time.
47.
I think he's well favourite, Jack Jones, in the scrappy frames, whereas Bingham is a master at break building with 9 maximums, nearly 600 centuries.
48.
Well, he was certainly determined to open the game up, shift it onto his terrain. Even the first visit in this frame before he went in off, he was determined to try and get scoring again. 61 to the good. As it stands, it's 3 snookers needed.
Yeah, and you can bet that Jack will play on if this pink doesn't go in.
Stuart Bingham, 48.
Yeah, could have done with those 6 points. One thing I'll say though, if anyone's got a ticket for tomorrow, what a day it's going to be with these 2 matches, both very tightly poised as it stands right now anyway.
Doesn't want to finish behind the yellow. Incredible. He needed the pink to leave it at 3 snookers.
Got to go in this blue, otherwise it's 7 each guaranteed.
Cued it well.
Six. Seven.
Similar scenario. Has to go in, otherwise he'll concede. It's 3 to tie now, I believe. If the black goes in. Nicely done. Now, will he use the angles of the pocket to send the red down the table
14.
and screw in behind the black? Got to wobble that red down the table. Now he's playing different shot.
Jack Jones, 14.
Well, obviously with the red, the free ball could come into play. That would be a game changer for Jack Jones. So Bingham would love this over the pocket if he's not in it. Force him to pot it, not quite.
This looks good. This looks good.
Yeah, got to be careful here. The pink, he's close to the red.
Well, the first thing he's got to be thinking is don't leave a free ball. Well, that's a new one. Snooker escape success. %84. Don't hit the pink, don't leave a free ball. That's one of them.
Foul.
2 more
Jack
required.
Jones 4.
It's never over until it's over, is it? And this young man is very good at getting snookers. And there's another. Well, this could change a whole match if Bingham should lose this frame. Tight to the pink.
This is a nasty business. He's got the spider out. You wouldn't think it would be a free ball, but obviously if he doesn't hit the red, then it's only one needed to tie.
Don't hit the black.
Oh wow! What has he
Don't
done?
hit the black.
What has he done?
Jack Jones 7.
Well, he still needs a snooker. There's 36 in it with 35 on, but he's got real chances now.
I mean, how can you think that Jack Jones is favourite now and he still needs a snooker? But, you know, that's the way it feels. Well, that's a dangerous shot to play, red towards the pocket, because if you don't get the snooker, obviously the red's over the pocket. But it should be okay to come off the baulk cushion, hit the red. I don't think he can go around the back of it. He's thinking of swerving round it and trying to pot it, but the danger there is if you do get close to it, the white could go in. And with all the left-hand side on the cue ball, it could go in the pocket, so it's got to be safer to play off the baulk cushion. Well, another chance here. If we can get in behind the pink. Cue ball's got to miss the green and brown, and the red, sorry. Yep, that's the shot. He's got it. He's got it. Not quite as difficult as the other 2 snookers that he's laid. But there's pressure on this. I mean, a lot of people would have given in, needing 3 snookers, but not Jack Jones.
Well, twice against Dave Gilbert, players have conceded the last frame of the match, needing 1. Marcel and Stephen Maguire, just needing 1 snooker. Going to pot red and pink.
1.
We've got another good chance here.
7.
If we can pop the yellow, leave a nice angle on the green to screw in behind. This sounded like a push shot, but nothing called. And that's why they keep playing it. What a big moment this is for both players. And he's got it. He's got it. And this isn't easy. The blue looks to be in the way.
He needed 3. He successfully got 2, and he's got him in another one.
Yeah, well played, Stuart Bingham. There was pressure on that one.
He had a pink, didn't he, after he potted a red. Would have rendered all this null and void, but he didn't pot it. And the frame is still in the balance.
And one of the reasons he didn't pot it, David, is because he tried to get on the other 2 reds. Why not pot it? Just pot it. Don't try and get on the reds. End of frame. And you would have thought somebody with Stuart Bingham's experience, he would have known that and just tried to pot the pink. But no, he played position on the 2 reds.
Check Jones.
Just shorter pace. Just shorter pace.
Well, I've heard some prominent people in the game say you shouldn't have playing on for snookers. People don't like it watching. Well, I can tell you the audience here are absolutely entranced in this battle.
Yeah, more often than not, you know, you're not going to win needing 3 snookers, but it has happened. I mean, I think Gary Wilson, I can't remember now, but I think he needed 3 or 4.
Yeah, he needed 3. That was the decider of the Scottish Open against Show You Long. On the colours, he needed 3, got them, won the tournament.
Oh, that was close. That was close. And I tell you what, if you get a ball in behind the black, it's going to be tough.
Yes, he's showing the qualities, isn't he? The battling qualities. The fact he makes it difficult for players. This is why he's here in the semi-finals. The fact that he can do this. You've really got to earn frames against him. And Bingham hasn't won this one yet.
Yep. He's got him. He's got him. Mustn't leave a free ball. And he played it at a good speed. Had he missed it, the cue ball would have been somewhere down the middle of that left side cushion. No free ball. Frame time approaching half an hour.
Of course, that doesn't include the re-rack beforehand. He's trying to get in again behind that black.
And what did I say? If he gets in behind the black, that would be some snooker.
Yeah, Jack Jones turning the Crucible Theatre into kind of escape room for Stuart Bingham. Piling the pressure on, even if he wins the frame, my word, he's been put through it. And if he doesn't, then how does he recover in the last two of the session?
So, chance at last for Bingham, and he's got to be careful not to go in off.
Relief for Bingham. Make sure this blue, and it's going to be level again. But as I say, Jack Jones made him win it. He made him earn it. Well, a lovely shot. Releasing a bit of energy there. He's relieved to have finally won this frame. It was re-racked. It lasted half an hour. Jack Jones got a couple of the snookers he needed. We're all square at 7 each.
The 15th frame. Jack Jones to break.
The referee very keen for this match to continue, as are we all. So this is the penultimate frame of the afternoon.
Only just missed a double kiss. That turned out to be a good safety. Look at this, how close was that? Whoa. Caught it just a little bit too thick, and a chance. Definitely hitting the better safety shots, Jack Jones. Wait for it. Oh! Now, can Bingham see the red? And I think he may be able to. Very nearly made it into the other corner. So this is a chance for Bingham.
One.
Didn't pot it as he wanted. Potted it too thick. Hence the cue ball not closer to the black. No, sir. No, he's feeling it, all right. There's no doubt about that. Nearly missed the red over the pocket. Well, not missed it, but potted it too thick. And that was never in.
Yeah, even though he won the last frame, the manner in which he was forced into really digging deep and what he was put through, a lot of tension in the air that is still there coming into this frame.
Yeah, that was tough as well. Cue ball tight under the cushion. Yeah, it's got nervy all of a sudden. And with that black over the pocket, this could turn into a very long frame unless somebody gets in pretty quickly.
Yeah, I was just thinking, it's 5:20, bank holiday weekend coming. A lot of people will be knocking off work, looking forward to, you know, a few days of relaxation. The opposite is true for these guys. This is a real battle. Firstly, to get into an overnight lead, and then, of course, to come back tomorrow, put yourself in the final with a chance to become World Snooker Champion. Anything but relaxing.
Contemplating rolling this red to the middle, and thought better of it. Another poor safety from Bingham. Well, he's pushed the red towards that corner. It's a chance for Bingham. I just wonder what he's got left in the tank. You know, when you're taking on these difficult shots, you're not feeling at your best, these become even more difficult. He needs some luck. And he hasn't got any. There's a red to both middles. He missed this by a distance, didn't he, to be fair? Didn't touch the angles of the pocket. He's struggling.
Make you aware that those sweets are making quite a bit of noise down here on the arena floor. Just put them down.
Well, a few sweet rappers, a rustling. Caught the ears of Marcel Eckardt, the referee.
There's nothing a gimme here, for sure. But it's a chance, this. And he's got it. Good pot. Played the cue ball there. Look at that, where he's played the cue ball. Had he missed that, Bingham wasn't left with a pot. Very good thinking.
Eight.
Yeah, so it's strange, isn't it? It almost feels like he won the last frame, even though he didn't. He sort of feels the more composed of the two. And he's got a good scoring opportunity.
Yeah, I think this player, Jack Jones, has really got to Bingham by not going away, keeping battling. Great safety. Okay, his breaks are not as big or consistent as what Bingham's is, but I think he's certainly got to him.
Yeah, and that's part of it here, isn't it? You know, the sort of psychological battle between the players as much as the actual game they're playing. We've seen some masters of that down the years, haven't we?
We most certainly have. And I felt them. But he got to Trump in the end. Trump really battled hard. But finally, he's persistent Jack Jones's persistence. It paid off.
24.
Yeah, and Trump was just unable in the end to really pot anything. His game fell apart towards the end of that match.
25.
He's a very quiet character, is Jack. He, you know, is one of these players who just keeps his distance and no one really knows what he's thinking or doing. Very professional attitude to have, actually. Think of the real greats, the Davises and Hendrys. You know, they kept apart. They had their own routines, their own way of approaching matches, and they were always ready when they came out to play.
Anxious looks there from Jack.
32.
See if he'd come far enough now. Has he come far enough? It didn't look like it from that camera angle. You can't make it happen if it's not there. If he takes it on and believe he can pot it. Yeah,
33.
no problem. He was just giving Stuart Bingham a little bit of hope and then taking it away. Well, chance to go into them.
38.
And it's not too bad. So 37 points, the difference. The pot not too difficult, but can you get to a colour easy enough?
39.
Had to play down for one of the baulk colours, but there's nothing wrong with that because it's easy enough to come back down for the reds from where he is. So back in prime position. He's got a safe red and green in case it does break down. That always eases the pressure when you're potting these vital balls. And they are vital. You could take a 9-7 lead. Because Stuart Bingham at the moment, I think he needs the break.
Yeah, Bingham is just not scoring. He did in the first two frames, always looking well, but not a half century since then.
Ever since he missed that black off the spot, wasn't it, really? He was in control at that stage. Should have gone 7-5 up. Oh. Well, he was up at that time. 6-5 up, and he missed the black. And that has hurt him. Oh, wait a minute now. He's out of position. He glances at the score.
49.
48 points the difference. He needs something out of the bag here. Maybe the red to the baulk corner. Leave the cue ball where the red is, so he doesn't leave a red on, and he's on the pink. That takes the pressure off the shot. Oh, that's a great recovery. That's a great recovery. Stuart Bingham may be thinking that I might be getting back to the table here, then all of a sudden...
Well, it was a superb recovery shot, and he's not too far away now from the winning line in this one. Just refusing to go away in this tournament.
55.
I think that last frame did him the world of good. Even though he lost it, it's a ploy that snooker players of old used to use. Play on first snookers even when there's not much chance of winning, although he nearly did. But it gets the other player out of their rhythm and gets you into yours. And he's looking the stronger of the two. There's no doubt about that whatsoever. His safety is on top of.
This is frame ball.
63.
Jack Jones, yeah, I was looking at Stuart Bingham at the end of that last frame, and he didn't look like a man who'd won a frame. He looked a bit sheepish, you know, been put through the mill, nearly threw it away, and that's carried into this frame. And Jack Jones has a chance now to be 2 frames in front overnight in a match that
69.
Stuart Bingham started favourite in with his pedigree as a former champion and his experience at the top level. Like a lot of others this year, he's finding it hard to shake this man off. Now, this is the position Jones was in. 3 snookers needed in the last frame he played on. But Bingham isn't. He's seen enough. He doesn't want to get involved in that. So it's Jack Jones leading 8-7 with 1 frame left to play this afternoon.
May I ask you to take a seat, please? Back at the final frame of this session, Stuart Bingham to break.
And this is where he needs a good break-off. And it's not the best, I'm afraid. Long straight red to the corner. He's been knocking these in. And what a shot this would be. Oh, close. But a good kiss. And Stuart Bingham will be seeing these good kisses that he's getting. But he mustn't let it affect him. It could have gone in, couldn't it? That's the way to think.
Well, it's been a fascinating match all told, and really similar both sessions. Bingham starting really well. We've seen some of the breaks there, starting really well, and then Jack Jones just digging in, pegging him back, and in the case of this session, getting in front. Remember, this was supposed to be Ronnie O'Sullivan, Judd Trump in terms of the seedings, in terms of the season, each winning 5 tournaments, in terms of a lot of people's anticipations, indeed hopes. But they were eliminated by each of these two, and this has been a different sort of match maybe to what that would have been, but very compelling viewing.
Well, he's pushed that red over the corner, but I don't think Stuart can see it. Another little bit of good fortune there. There's 2 reds together. I wonder if he can swerve this. It would be difficult. Now this could be good if it misses the yellow. That's turned out nice. He was in trouble there, Stuart Bingham. And that's what he needs to do, get out of trouble and put his opponent in trouble. Cracking shot. I wouldn't expect him to leave anything. The two reds nearest the right corner pocket behind the black. I think he can get to those two. Three or four cushions needed, but I can't see him leaving anything if he attempts those two reds. Baulk cushion, two side cushions, and black cushion. Oh, he's got the pace wrong. Well and truly wrong. And there may be a red on to the left corner. There's certainly one on to the baulk corner, but that's more difficult because they'll have further to travel. Down to Stuart. Not even close. Not even close. Worrying times for Bingham fans. I said a couple of frames ago that Stuart Bingham needs the break now, but he doesn't want it 9-7 down. And he can sense it. Jack Jones, he can sense that he's on top. He's not being punished. Oh, what an attacking shot that was. Now, is anything going to be left? Well, nothing absolutely easy. He's got this red to the baulk corner, but he's not feeling good. He's got the one to the middle. And these are very tricky.
One.
So Bingham has been given a bit of help by Jack Jones in this frame, who maybe is feeling the pressure of trying to get to 9-7, feeling like he's on top and has a chance to get in front.
Where's this cue ball? Wow, heart in the mouth time there. He's a foot too hard there. He didn't want to be straight on this red. He needed a little bit of an angle to be able to get to a colour. Didn't strike it well.
Stuart Bingham. 7.
Well, again, these two reds, near the black cushion and the target, and, well, he got it wrong, the speed wrong so much last time round, but I can't see him getting the speed wrong off one cushion. Well, I can't believe he's playing the two cushion escape here. What? There's no need. There's no need to play this.
Following him is Stuart Bingham 4.
He can't possibly leave a red on if he rolls up to those two reds. If he misses them, he doesn't leave anything.
Yeah.
Is it a free ball?
Foul in the miss.
Is it a free ball?
Stuart Bingham 4.
I don't think so.
Thank you.
Well, that's a lot closer.
Foul in the miss. Stuart Bingham 4. Yeah.
Yeah, it's a very slight adjustment needed. These points might come into play later that he's given away.
So, mustn't hit them too thick. That's the danger. Fourth attempt. Well, that's further away.
Foul in the miss. Stuart Bingham 4. Yeah.
Stuart Bingham actually holds the record, if you want to put it that way, for the most misses, 16. So a long way to go yet.
Thanks for that, David.
He won the frame in the end, so that's the good news.
Thank you. Settle down, please. Yeah.
Attempt number 5. To glance off this red. Ooh, so close.
Foul
Is
in
it
the
a
miss.
free ball?
Stuart Bingham 4.
He's getting close to that free ball.
Don't overcorrect is the key, isn't it? As you said, don't want to hit them too thick. I think if he gets the shot, though, there'll be a massive roar.
Foul in the miss. Stuart Bingham 4.
Sort of Groundhog Day snooker, this.
The danger is overcorrecting, catching it too thick.
Foul in the miss.
I mean,
Stuart
obviously, it's
Bingham
always
4.
going to be called. There's other reds he can hit. He's playing this one particular shot, looking for a thin edge, and he's missed it 7 times now, and these points are mounting up. All sort of murmuring
Just
in the
settle down a
audience.
bit, please.
Referee asking for quiet. Here we go, attempt number 8.
Too thick, and that was the danger. Now, what has Stuart got left in the tank? Bread and butter, these shots normally. He'd be delighted with 8 each, Bingham. He's finding problems, isn't he? Trying to make absolutely sure, and that's the big danger as a professional snooker player. You try and make absolutely sure by getting it in the middle of the pocket instead of playing it as you normally would. He's looking for a good shot to get in with Jack Jones. And if he does, I, for one, feel that he'll score heavy.
Well, he gave Bingham 28 points there, and he gave him a red to go at, but he couldn't pot it. It's a nervy end to the afternoon.
Yeah, I think he can have a go at this red to the right corner and not leave anything. If he tries to pull back for the blue, then it makes the shot so much more difficult. But if he leaves the cue ball where the red is, he's got the pink. And doesn't leave anything.
Well, that was better. That was middle of the pocket. But it's only the start. He's got a good lead, of course, in the frame, thanks to all the foul points.
Yeah, but it means he's got to pop more reds now. Normally you're safe on 70, 67, 70, but he could get to that and Jack Jones could win quite easily still. A chance to steady the ship.
Yeah, I mean, I'm sure he had visions at 6-4. The way he was playing, he was looking really good, feeling really good, of pulling away in this session. Now it's about actually making sure it's no worse than level. But Bingham has been the distance here. He knows how this can happen, how you get moments in sessions, moments in matches where it's a struggle. You've got to try and pull yourself out of it and keep the belief.
Well, he would have liked a little angle on the pink. Just to give those reds a little bit of a nudge, but he's the wrong side of it. So not easy to get onto a red. An easy red to pot. Okay, he's going to be 60 points in front, but there's 200 left on the table.
It probably feels that way right now.
Well, looking at a plant, but it looks like it's hitting that other red, doesn't it? He's played for the plant. I think he can make this quite easily, actually.
21.
Not hard enough. That's a mistake. That's a real mistake. Should have been the right side of the blue. He's making it so difficult for himself. Well, if he can't get on a red, there's a possibility of putting a colour safe. 5 points neither here nor there if he can't get to a red. No, I can't recommend that. Now he's in the hands of the gods.
Stuart Bingham, 22.
I don't think he's left anything but chance to bring the black into play by playing the safety. At least now the black is free, which Jack Jones needs. And for a change, he's short of pace. Very rare occurrence that for Jack Jones. Normally that cue ball is tight or close to the cushion. Well, he must have felt it was worth the risk, and he keeps looking at his tip. Now, what kind of an angle does he have on this red? Can he get to the black? If he can, well, I'm not sure if he can get to the black. He can get to it in a potting angle, but can he get it straight on the black? It was a low value shot that he's just played there, Bingham. There must have been something better for him to have played. Oh. Yeah, he's got it out. He's on the black. Yeah, 60 points behind.
Yeah, there's just so many points still on.
Yeah, I can't understand the shot that Bingham just played there. I mean, he couldn't be on anything. Why take the risk? He could have just landed up to the red. But his hand is a chance.
Nine.
And he's in Jack's hands now. When he was on the blue a few moments ago, he could have put a colour safe. Because as I said at the time, the 5 points, neither here nor there, but a colour safe worth its weight in gold.
$16. $17.
Well, it was worth the risk maybe, but he's out of ideal position. Because those reds were always going to be a problem. But he's not on one of these reds to the corner. And the one to the middle is tough. But it's in. Excellent shot. And nicely on the black. And now he's brought them reds into play. This is looking very good.
Well, classic Jack Jones, that is. Big shot, executed superbly at a critical moment of the match. It's what he's been doing the whole 2 weeks.
32.
Yeah, I'll go back to the shot that Bingham played to leave Jack Jones with this chance. It was an absolute no-value shot, rolling that red in full length of the table. And I'm surprised he played it. And he could pay the ultimate price. He's only 20 points behind now.
40.
And I know where I'd rather be. I'd rather be 20 behind and at the table.
$41.
So now, not quite got the angle to play for that red on the cushion. But he has got a nice angle to play for those two reds. Too hard. He's too hard. Can he see the red?
48.
Not according to his body language. And there's confirmation. He can't see the red. What a let-off that was for Stuart Bingham. He'd need to pull a really good shot out here to keep this break going. Keeps looking at it, but it's impossible.
Yeah, so it's going to be
Jack Jones 48.
a close finish to a closely fought afternoon. 13 points in the last frame. 8-all or 9-7 Jones, all resting on the next few moments. Bingham he knows he's well and truly in a battle. He's just trying to get level coming back tomorrow, where he'll hope his greater experience will make some sort of difference. But he's certainly not alone this year in having struggled to work out how to beat Jack Jones. Shangander, one of the players of the season, couldn't do it. Si Jiawei, semi-finalist here last year, couldn't do it. Judd Trump, former champion, couldn't do it.
Well, that's the first one. He's hit well for quite some time. Couldn't hit it any better. But this man, Jack Jones, has been winning the safety. And there's another good example. Excellent return safety, that from Jack Jones. It was close, but where's it going to finish? I think this is a chance. He knows it could go anywhere. He's played the double. Very nearly got it. But you don't know where it's going to finish. Now, one good pot. Stuart Bingham hit this much too thick. Similar type of shot. Not Jack Jones. Oh, how unlucky is that?
Stuart Bingham 4.
How unfortunate.
It's all happening, isn't it? It's all happening. Just a little brush off this yellow sent the white into the pocket.
Oh, that's so unlucky. But this is a chance of a double here. Again, not a good shot that from Bingham. Cue ball nowhere near the baulk cushion. Should have been a bit thicker than that. Give that red a chance of the double, and the cue ball would have been tight. Left another half chance for Jack. How has that not gone in? How has that not gone in? Now, can he see the red to pot it? Well, I'm not so sure, but he's right behind the shot. He thinks he can. He's looking at the potting angle.
Overcut it. Bingham 17 points in front, trying to claw his way over the winning line in this frame.
1.
And that's not a good positional shot.
I mean, there's 3 colours there, and he's not ideal in any of them. It's not getting any easier, Stuart.
No, he could just roll up behind the pink. He could play the blue and leave the snooker behind the green. He's looking at the brown and going in and out of baulk for the red. That would be some shot, and it's on. He could play the green full in the face and push it to the right side cushion. That would get the snooker and the green safe. He's got quite a few shots he could play. But I think the green is probably the favourite. Yeah, that's the shot I would have played.
One.
Some insurance with the green, because if he could get a big colour with this red, it would be enough with the yellow.
Well, advantage Bingham for now, but it was a chance from the initial red to win the frame at that visit.
Fall in a miss. Stuart Bingham, 4. Yeah.
Well, this is going to be difficult, because Stuart's going to think he can't hit it.
Yeah. Can we check that, please, Rob?
Makes sense. If they've got the technology to make sure they can get
Yes, I think
it as
there's the
accurate
one,
as
yeah.
possible.
Yeah, just a touch closer to the cushion.
That's
Maybe that's ever so slightly.
for 7 now.
Yeah, I mean, you're talking nose towards
No
me
problem,
now,
yeah.
and that's it. Yeah, that looks fine now.
Well, at first glance, it didn't look as though he could hit the red, but he obviously thought he could.
Yeah. Stuart, thank you.
Yeah, I mean, there's very little of it
Thanks, Rob.
sticking out, which is why the replacement is so important.
That looks about right. Delighted. Absolutely delighted. And now he's pleased that green is safe. Stuart Bingham. Makes the brown a little harder. Not much, but a little.
33-minute frame and counting. Not very much time between sessions to get the audience in and out. We had the fourth frame yesterday, the dramatic one where Bingham missed that blue. That was 39 minutes.
I think that's the difference between them both as well, David. That Bingham's recovery after playing a poor shot is a lot more. It means a lot more to him than it does to Jack Jones. He seems to recover a lot quicker.
He just nudged the brown there into a slightly safer position, which obviously doesn't favour him, Jones that is. He also left a pot on, but Bingham has overcut it.
And he's got lucky. He's got safe.
It's a sort of classic. It feels like a deciding frame. It's going to decide, obviously, the score overnight, which has just added a layer of tension to, let's be honest, what was already a very tense match anyway. So much of that energy created by the man at the table now.
Shorter pace. He had the line to get in behind the yellow. He was considering bringing the green out with the red and stunning him behind the black. I think that would have been a good shot. It's got to be close. And that could be the telling shot. He's got to hit this and get safe. He's 22 points behind, so he can afford to miss it.
Foul and a miss. Stuart Bingham.
Where's this going to finish? Just needs the red now.
Yeah, he's doing the maths. Won't go past the blue to the corner, but it goes to the middle. If he pots it, Jack Jones needs a snooker. But Bingham will want to put this frame away. Remember what happened a couple of frames ago? He nearly lost one when Jones needed 3 snookers.
Nope, he's missed it. It's not coming easy, is it, for Stuart Bingham? He's got the snooker, but he'd rather have seen that red in the pocket.
Well, they're wringing every last scrap of drama out of this, aren't they? There's the match time, 6 hours. Oh, it's gone round the back of the red.
Foul and a miss.
Just turns round to look at the scores. He can still win the frame.
Well, I don't know what he's looking at here, Bingham. He's got to put it back. What is he looking at?
Well, if he does that again, he can only tie.
Well, I can't see him missing this red again, but I couldn't see him missing it the first time.
We can check it, no problem. Rob?
He just wants the positioning checked by Rob Spencer, who's the marker on the desk. He's got the big screen.
Looks good, yeah? Yeah. Okay, thank you. And switch it off, please.
If you're wondering, the most points someone has scored here and still lost the frame is 83, and that was in that extraordinary decider between Karen Wilson and Anthony McGill.
Getting close. Oh, what a shot. What a shot. The cue ball is close, but it's not in.
Oh, so he's relieved 32 to the good. 2 snookers needed. Very nearly went in off, though. And had he done, Jack Jones could have tied the frame.
Black ball. Stuart Bingham.
Good idea. But the black isn't safe, which he tried to put it safe on the right side cushion.
This is now the longest frame of the match. Just coming up to 40 minutes. 2 snookers needed.
Oh, don't knock anything in.
Well, the session began so well for Bingham. 2 lovely breaks, including a century. It's turned into a war of attrition. He's just got to try and hold it together for a few more minutes.
Well, he's in trouble. He's in trouble. I thought he was going to stun the yellow, send it towards the yellow pocket, snooker behind the black. But he's in trouble. Oh, wait a minute. He's missed it. What a let-off.
No, it's a big chance, wasn't it, to get tight in behind the green.
It was harder to miss that. After all them great snookers that Jack's got today, he's missed the simplest.
I think they just both felt it, haven't they, towards the end, which is understandable. There's a lot of tension in the room, but Bingham happy to see the yellow go in, and the handshake is coming. It's been a real battle here. Jack Jones has made things very difficult, but Stuart Bingham will be relieved to win the last frame, and just like the other semi-final, at the halfway point, they cannot be separated. Some tough frames there, a lot of the fluency went, but Bingham kept his head just about to the end, and as they exit the arena at the end of the second session of this semi-final here at the World Championship, Bingham and Jones are level at 8 each.